Hey, hi, hello, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents, friends. Hope that you're well. It is time to do something that I actually thought I wanted to do, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't. And that is ranking the top 10 most popular men's fragrances ever. From best to worst. Now, the reason I don't really want to do this now is, if they're in the top 10 most popular ever, that means they're probably good, right? I mean, that's why they end up in the top 10 most popular, not because they're complete sewer water, complete trash. No, those aren't going to make the top 10 most popular. So basically what I'm saying is it's not going to be easy. And I didn't think about this beforehand, so I'm ranking these on the fly. Well, let's jump into it. So the way that I've done this is I've gone to Fragrantica.com and I've sorted by popularity and male fragrances, and I've taken the top 10, and those are the ones we're using. And I have a tier maker set up for these, and it's set up with S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna have to put 2 fragrances per tier. Okay, so I'll have to put 2 in D, 2 in C, 2 in B, 2 in A, 2 in S, and then that will kind of give us, I guess, a ranking, right? Different tiers. Before we jump into this and do start ranking though, I want to remind you, my new fragrances came out, and if I do say so myself, they're friggin' awesome. I love them. What can I say? I mean, I'm biased. Don't get me wrong. I've been working on these for a year, so of course I'm not gonna be like, oh, they suck. So we got Blue Ridge. This one is a blue fragrance, Compliment Beast, very fresh and airy. We got Terra Nova. This one a little bit richer, a little bit classier, but just as versatile and just as much of a compliment beast. That's really what I was going for with these, because you guys let me know you wanted blue fragrances and you wanted compliment pullers last time I asked you what type of fragrances you wanted to see me do. So here you go. You can get these on Michael Malloy's website. There's a link in the description. And if you use the code GENTSENSE, you'll get yourself 20% off. And also, boom, Jet Black Enigma re-released. This came out as a limited edition last year, 5,000 bottles, sold through them within a month. And now it's back out permanently for all of you that have been asking for it. Exact same formula as last year, just a different presentation. In my opinion, a nicer presentation, like a lot nicer. So these bad boys in the description, check them out. So these are the top 10 as of when I'm filming the video. We got Acqua di Gio Profumo, Ventus, Club de Nuit Intense Man, Dior Homme Intense, Versace Eros Eau de Toilette, La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette, Sauvage Elixir, Sauvage Eau de Toilette, Spice Bomb Extreme, and Y Eau de Parfum. Truthfully, I don't think any of these are D tier. I mean, I don't even really think any of these are C tier. Like when you get to B, maybe I could drop a couple of these in there, but most of these fragrances, for me on a personal level as to how much I like them, would be in S or A tier. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them would be. But that's not how we're doing this video, and it must be done. So first fragrance that I'm dropping into D tier, and I am sorry to do this for all of the lovers out there of this fragrance. Club de Nuit Intense Man is the first fragrance getting dropped into the D. Now you may say, nah man, Club de Nuit Intense Man is a compliment beast. The performance is insane, it's super cheap, all those things are awesome. How can you possibly put that below some of these others? And I'm gonna use a cheap cop-out answer here and just tell you guys, because it's a clone, I guess. Because at the end of the day, Club de Nuit Intense Man is just trying to be a more affordable take or twist on Creed's Ventus. And that's pretty much it. Sorry guys. And also the opening kind of sucks. So I'll use that to my advantage in this video too. The opening kind of sucks, that's why. Okay. This sucks. I hate this. Eros is the other one that has to go into D tier. I think Eros Eau de Parfum overall is a better fragrance. I think it's a stronger fragrance than Eau de Toilette. When I say stronger, I mean just like a little bit better in terms of how it's pulled off. I think it's a little bit smoother. It's less aggressively sticky, sickly sweet. Eros Eau de Toilette though, great scent if you're looking for an attention-grabbing fragrance, a compliment puller with good performance, especially good for a night out or a younger guy. But as I've said 15 million times, It does have good versatility too. I wore that to the office a lot, always did well for me. It's just, I mean, it's going up against some absolute savage fragrances here, so sorry. So things are gonna get very difficult very fast here, and I don't even know, honestly, like where to put what at this point. I'll drop one into each level is what we'll do next. So I'll do 1C, 1B, 1A, 1S, and then work my way back up like that. Okay, just trying to figure out how I wanna do this. So we gotta drop one into C here. Like I'm pained internally right now. Like I seriously don't know what to do. Lana Huida L'Homme, C tier. Yeah. I'm sorry. Pitchforks coming at me already. Lana Huida L'Homme, we all know smells awesome, and it does. It smells fantastic. The cardamom in there, top notch. It's very difficult for me to place that into C tier. If I could knock it on anything, you know, performance maybe could be a little better. And I'd rather wear Blue Electrique. I mean, I really don't have much bad to say about Lana Huida, but you know, we'll keep it moving. B tier up next. Sauvage EDT. We'll put Sauvage EDT there. I mean, Sauvage, just great for pulling, again, compliments attention. Really, all these fragrances are. That's one of the reasons that they're so popular, is because people love them. You know, the masses love them. Sauvage EDT, one of those scents where, you know, as soon as it came out, I knew it was going to be a hit. It just had that DNA where you caught a whiff of it and you were like, oh man, they are going to make some money here. Ambroxan, bergamot, pepper, a little metallic, very fresh. It's a great scent for day-to-day use. A tier. Okay. You know what? I'll put Sauvage Elixir. A tier. I do think on a personal level, again, that Sauvage Elixir is not as versatile as the original Sauvage. I think that you really, you know, have the opportunities of when you could use that limited a little bit as compared to the EDT or the EDP version of Sauvage. But I love what they did with Elixir. Really love it. It's quite different from anything else out there right now as far as mainline designer fragrances go. It's powerful. The quality is there. It has a throwback feel to it. Very classy, very masculine. Great fragrance. S tier, this is easy. Dior Homme Intense. Boom. Now, I know a lot of you out there don't like Iris. I get it. I dig it. You know, it's not an easy note or a chord to get into when you're just starting off with fragrances. And if you think it's too makeup-y, too lipsticky, too, you know, feminine, too creamy, whatever, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. And if you don't like that type of fragrance, then for you, absolutely, it's not going to be an S tier. I mean, a lot of you may drop that into the D, but for me, I just love the way it smells. Dior Homme Intense is almost like a magical fragrance. That sounds so stupid, but for me, it is. Like every time I smell that stuff, it just absolutely blows me away. Now we're back down at C, and I mean, I'm looking at what's left, and what do I put in C? I mean, I don't know. Now I've got like my hands tied behind my back almost. Maybe I need to rearrange stuff. I don't know. Oh no. I'm for real. I'm just like, I can't do this in good conscience. I don't know. Sauvage gets moved down to C, and I drop Spice Bomb Extreme into B. This doesn't feel good. Spice Bomb Extreme, it's another one perfect for fall and winter. And yes, if I sound defeated, it's because I hate putting these killer fragrances low on a tier thing. It's not right. But Spice Bomb Extreme, great spicy fragrance. Vanilla sweetness is really what elevates that one for me. Smooths out the roughness of the original. Great performance, big time compliment puller. B tier, and Sauvage, my bad man, I'm sorry. Who else goes into B with Spice Bomb? Sorry, Acqua di Gio. Acqua di Gio Profumo goes into B. And this is because I am a big fan of Acqua di Gio Profundo. And on a personal level, I actually wear Profundo more than Profumo. I've said on a personal level like 12 times now. But Profumo, loved by the community in a hardcore way. Like, it's the most popular Acqua di Gio in the community. By a pretty wide margin, I feel like. I like what they did with it. Modernized it. The incense in there gives it additional depth, additional body, more wearability in cooler weather. Great versatility. Nothing to dislike about the fragrance at all. It is a killer release. Absolutely killer. But why Eau de Parfum is just a fragrance that has been like always there for me. Always works. Works perfectly. And so that one, I'm going to have to move into A tier. Yes. Why Eau de Parfum? Ooh. And this is another one where There will be people who say why eau de parfum sucks, that it's too sweet, too heavy, too cloying, too this, that, the other thing, but it's always worked well for me. So big compliment puller, good performance. I like the twist that it does compared to other more popular blue scents. So for that one, A tier. And that leaves just one fragrance, Aventus, getting dropped into S tier. Now, this is a little difficult to do, to drop it into the S, but I feel like it's the only move. Aventus, obviously at this point, is kind of played out, right? I mean, how many different Aventus fragrances are there? Aventus style. You've got designer Aventus fragrances. You have other niche fragrance companies doing scents that smell like Aventus. You've got a billion clones that smell like Aventus. It's to the point where if any fragrance even has pineapple in the note breakdown anywhere, then people automatically start asking, hey, is that an Aventus clone? It's overdone, it's overplayed. And I get that. People don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I mean, I just got in a new clone of Aventus that just came out, like a new Insurrection Pure Le Parfum version. It's like even more Aventus clones. I got that in like last month, I think. So they never stop. Apparently they never will. But that doesn't take away from Aventus itself. And Aventus is one of those fragrances where I can still vividly remember the first time I ever smelled it. I had ordered a sample, like a carded sample, back when it was still fairly new, back before like the hype hit astronomical, insane, world melting levels like it is right now. And I got the little carded sample in, and I opened it in the kitchen at my kitchen counter at my old house. And I can still remember the first time I smelled it. I was just like gobsmacked, just blown away. It was so freaking good. I'll never get that experience again from anything Aventus related, just because it's, you know, been hammered into my brain and turned my brain into mush. But that first time I smelled it was just show-stopping. And I know some people, you know, they haven't had the same reaction. They do think it's overblown. But for me, it was just like eye-opening. You know, it was a whole new experience. And you can't deny the effect that the fragrance has had on the world, for good or bad. So I gotta drop it in S, you know? It feels like that's the only place that it can go here. So there we go. Looking at this tier maker list, I still don't feel very good seeing some of these fragrances next to what you would perceive as a low ranking, but there we go. You catch me on a different day, maybe Sauvage gets bumped up, maybe Spice Bomb gets bumped down, maybe Why Eau de Parfum gets bumped down, Aqua de Joe gets bumped up. But for the most part, I think this is where I would have it most days, unless I'm in a weird mood. So there we go, guys. I will try to remember to link that tier maker in the description. And if you want to have a go at it yourself and see where yours would fall doing the same thing, please feel free. Again, the new fragrances, check these out. You're going to love them if you're looking for some versatile scents that you can wear just about any time. And this guy right here is more for fall and winter. Thank you all for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. See you again tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.